Well, good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are, from me, Bishop. Today, I had thought about posting a snippet of the video of my sermon last night. I performed at the Vfest edition of the Tabernacle of Hedonism with your host, Tom Miller. I thought about posting that video instead of doing one of these little intimate chats with y'all. But I decided that there was just too much language. It was a little too adult. Now, it's a great piece. It's fun. Whether or not the beauty of it is captured by the camera is another story, because live performance is always weird, especially when you don't have the camera set up to capture it in specific ways. And I haven't watched it yet. I'm not quite ready. Because it was one of those nights where I was kind of all over the place, and yet I had the audience in the palm of my hand. The congregation was ready to hear me. Even though what I had to say was imperfect, there was beauty there. This event was part of Vfest, which is a week-long series of events, I can't talk this morning, series of events that raises money to help prevent violence against women. It was inspired by V-Day, which is connected to Eve Ensler's vagina monologues, yada, 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 right? So last night was all women performing, and there was some amazing moments. That's the thing about live performance. Even when it's caught, even when it's staged for the camera, when it's mainly for an audience of bodies right in front of you, there is something that just doesn't quite work when it's filmed. There are different ways of performing for the camera versus for the audience. And if you're performing for the audience, the camera suffers. And if you're performing for the camera, the audience suffers. So I decided to chat with the camera, because that's what I like about these little vermins. I like the sort of intimate, weird quality. I like capturing small things like the way the light, let's see if I can point to it. Here. No, here. Why can't I reach? Oh, here. Yeah, that's the problem with the camera. I can't tell which way things are. The way the light hits that chair. So even though the light on me isn't so great and it just makes me look old and tired, this was pleasing to me. Very pleasing. Now, on stage, this could still be pleasing, but it wouldn't have quite the same effect, right? Because it'd just be a small thing on a larger stage, but the camera lens sort of shrinks the stage. So I gave up posting the sermon I did last night. I mean, I will post it on my website eventually, but I'm not going to post it on YouTube, I don't think. I mean, I was talking about vaginas and stuff and using blunt, coarse language. And, I just would rather not deal with it. The other thing I want to talk to y'all about this morning is pacing yourself. I used to think that after a night of performing, I should be able to just get up and do everything the next day, no problem. Being on stage for 20 minutes shouldn't be that draining. But the thing about the way I perform on stage is that it's like I am pulling energy down and pulling energy up. I am a conduit for something. Some might call it the spirit. And I build up to that. I build up to that discharge of energy that happens on the stage. Now, it doesn't happen every single time I perform, but it happens most times, and it takes a lot of energy to be a conduit. It takes a lot of energy. And so this morning I'm moseying. I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time. You can see I got the little bit of makeup left on. My face looks tired. And I accept that limitation. Because it's worth it. I had those people's attention from the moment I started. Now, it helped that a lot of the doofy people who just want to play video games left. But it wasn't just that. I had them. And that's a gift. It's an amazing gift. And I have doubted that gift so much. But I'm done doubting that what I do well in this world doesn't pay. I'm done doubting the ways in which my talents work. Now, I might have little mini doubts occasionally, but what I'm talking about is that bedrock doubt that stops me from doing. I'm going to do imperfectly and not always certainly. But I'm going to do what I am called to do. And today, that's what I want you to think about. What are you called to do? And what does it demand of you? And how might it limit you? And why are those limitations important to pay attention to? Because you can't do it all. I don't care what anyone says. You have to choose. If you want to do some things well, you give up other things. So choose. Maybe not right today, but think about it. What are you called to do? What does it demand of you? What do you have to give up? But listen to the call. Until next time, take care and keep on keeping on.